Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans. We are live here tonight for the Thursday Night Pro Dirt Late Model Series, brought to you, of course, by USAFirearms.com, your one-stop shop for all your firearm accessories and firearms. Again, that is USAFirearms.com. Tonight, we have a little bit of a money race happening here tonight. $40 to the race winner. It's the Cedar Lake 50 here on Thursday night, here live on Truth Productions. Got a track length of 0.29, so right at 3/10 of a mile. Track is fairly cool right now. 57-degree air temp. This dirt is sitting at 60 degrees. Qualifying is already underway. And man, oh man, we have some fast guys showing out here tonight. As we'll get our side ticker up, you can see where your favorite driver will be starting in the heat race. That is right, I said heat race. There's going to be a 8-lap heat race event. How you finish in the heat, well, that's going to determine how you get the invert to the feature event. 50 big laps here tonight. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you're already here, hit that thumbs up button. Lets us know you are liking what we're putting down here on Truth and Productions. It's been a while. We missed last week due to Thanksgiving. On behalf of everybody here at TSP, we hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday spent with the ones you love, and of course, good food along the way. Right now, it's looking like the main man, Jason Korn. He was the most recent winner in this series in the number 39 machine. He is sitting pretty out front with a 13.19, followed by, Chris Carroll in the number 8 car here tonight with a 13.22. And then Culberson with a 13.36, so only a tenth. A little bit over a 10 separates first, second, and third. So that just shows how competitive this series is. Also, Anthony Karf down there in the 90 making his debut, his long-awaited debut, the line racing dirt series. The Ice Cream Man in the number 90, currently sitting P10, had a little bit of a bad time qualifying. We'll see if he can rectify that in these heat races that we got coming. As looks like, Brian Zimmerman in the 28 ran out of time right there for qualifying. As now, 8 laps to determine where you're going to start for tonight's feature event. Let's see if we can get our grid going here. Jason Korn, Stephen Culberson, that's 1 and 2. Sam Baumgartner's in P3. Elton Beck's in 4th. Brian Zimmerman's in 5th. Garrett Crow's in 6th. Brandon Mettler, representing 5 Kings Motorsports in the number 15, is in 7th. With Mr. Frito Lay representing front row in the number 32. He'll be playing shotgun to the field. Folks, we've had that grid music rocking. Want to make sure we had the energy increased. Take that knob and turn it up a little bit because we're getting ready to be racing here tonight. Super glad to have y'all tuned in with us, of course, as always. Been trying to work on the audio level as well, so if we are too loud, too quiet, please just let us know in the chat. Your comments, they go a long ways in helping us make sure we provide perfect entertainment. Fine folks at home, as that beautiful Chevy Silverado is now taking the turn around 1 and 2. This is a fun one right here, boys and girls. $40 on the line. This heat race right here is just bragging rights and points, though. Remember, we are points racing. This is just stop number 4 on a 12-stop race season. If you win the heat that you are in, there's going to be 2 heat races here tonight. If you win heat race 1, you get 5 points. Second place gets 4 points. Third place gets 3. Fourth place gets 2. And then fifth place gets 1. That is for both heat races. Now, these drivers got to wait for the green flag to come out for the heats. Remember, no caution. So these laps, they will count, and they will count off quickly. 13-second lap times. Who will prevail? 8 laps right here. 39-10 on the front row. Samuel Baumgartner is right there in P3 as the 39 fires off. As, you got some little juking and jiving right there. Oh, it looks like Ethan Beck. Man got put into the wall a little bit. Garrett Crow, like a turtle, already up on his lid. Remember, no cautions for heat races. These boys need to get off the track. As leaders are coming around, Zimmerman at USAFirearms.com machine in the 28. He is trying to get out of the way. And right now, the battle is hot and heavy for that P1 spot. We're going to see if we can jump on board with the likes of Samuel Baumgart. Go TSP cockpit cam. Give you a great look around this 3/10 of a mile track. Sam's trying to peek underneath 39. 39 is able to get the momentum and the runoff that he needs to stay in front of the 91 right here. Got a good battle going on here. Both drivers giving each other plenty of space as there's 5 laps to go. It's going to be 4 when they cross the stripe. I already see lap traffic up ahead. Even 8 cars in the field, there still will be lap traffic to attend with. It's a great side-by-side racing right here for the first place position. Steven back here in the 10 car. Started on the outside lane up front. Just did not get the start he needed. That's allowed Sam and Jason Korn kind of skate away and have a battle amongst themselves. Then Brandon Mettler, he did get here late. Did not get to turn many laps of practice at all. Filling that number 15 machine, currently P4. Elton Beck in the 82. A little bit of carnage there early. He's got that machine going. And that's Tom Breedis out the leader's windshield right now. 39 is right there on the back bumper of the 32. 32 is trying to give the drivers room. As white flag is out, this is for the heat race win of the night. The first one, Sam's going to try to drive it off down there low, but there's no match for 39 of Jason Korn. Bringing home heat race 1 victory. So now with the invert, that's going to put Jason Korn starting 12th. He will be starting P12 in the feature event. Samuel Baumgartner will be starting 10th, and so on and so forth. If we get our grid up for heat race number 2, you see it right there. Chris Carroll representing Pit Lizard Performance in the number 8 machine, sitting P1. Dustin Lamb sitting P2. Larry Bell in the 5 car here tonight. Got Canada in row 1 and row 2. That's Larry Bell sitting P3. Chummy Miller, aka Mark Miller, representing Chummy Motorsports, A series sponsor. He'll be firing off P4. Anthony Carr in the 90, the Ice Cream Man. He'll be starting P5. Chris Paul Hammons in 6th. And Jacob Lambs in 7th. Remember, these drivers are fighting for a top 5 finish. That's how they score these points. As now got to wait for that pace truck to pull off the circuit. 8 laps right here to determine the starting order for the feature. As our side ticker and top ticker still kind of a little quirky, still messing up a little bit. I want to thank USAFirearms.com for being a loyal sponsor of the series, folks. While we wait for this pace truck to pull off, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know who you got in the chat. We got 6, 7, 8 of y'all watching out there. I'd love to see it. Big ups from Tanner Marr here at True Sim Productions as we're getting ready to get underway here. Pace truck is off, or pulling off here as they come out turning. Then we're off. 8 car gets a great launch. Oh, makes eye contact with, that is Dustin Lamb right there. And then more carnage toward the middle portion of the field. Ice Cream Man in a 90 going to come up through the field. Oh, gets tagged from the 7. Oh, this is a little bit messier heat than what we saw in Heat Race 1. That is for certain. And we don't have a ticker to show just yet. I'm not sure what's going on with SDK. There it is right there. It's ugly. We'll get rid of that. Ice Cream Man getting a little bit of contact in the rear end. As we're not sure why our ticker does not like heat races. But when we get to the featured event, folks, it will rectify and be okay. You got Larry Bell and Anthony Carr. They are fighting for that final spot, for the final point. And that's just allowed the 8 car, Chris Carroll, to kind of just say, see you later, suckers. 8 car, he is willing and dealing that AP antifreeze machine out front right now. As 4 laps to go, I just saw it pop up on the ticker. As the 7 car, Chris Paul Hammons has all kinds of front end damage. Got heat race leader right now, right there, knocking on the back bumper. See if we can jump on board with Chris Carroll these last couple laps. Just got to mitigate the lap traffic here, try to get through cleanly, dive it down to the bottom. Just tell how much momentum at high side's able to gain. And this lap car, that's really allowing Dustin Lamb the opportunity to get up there and contend with Chris Carroll as white flag is out. This lap right here is the final one. Then it's going to be feature racing time. So Chris Carroll is going to walk away with heat race number 2 race victory. That's going to have him starting P11 in the feature event. All right, fingers crossed that our grid, everything works correctly this time. Looks like the Ice Cream Man's going to be starting out front, looking pretty out front. Then you're going to have Thomas Frieda starting to his outside. Larry Bell's in P3. Elton Beck's in 4th. Jacob Lamb's 5th. Brandon Mellor's 6th. Tommy Miller's in 7th. Stephen Culberson's 8th. Dustin Lamb's 9th. Samuel Baumgartner's going to be firing off in 10th. Chris Carroll's 11th. Jason Corn's 12th. And Brian Zimmerman, Chris Paul Hammons, and Garrett Crowe are playing shotgun to the field. 50 big laps here tonight. Caution laps will count, so every lap we spend under caution, that's going to be another lap that our guys towards the back, looking at you, Heat Race 1 winner Jason Corn, and looking at you, Heat Race 2 winner Chris Carroll. They don't need cautions. They need green flag laps to try to get up there to the field. But right now, it's all the Ice Cream brand. Mr. Anthony Carr out front. See if he can keep that number 90 machine up front like it's supposed to be. Got Chummy Motorsports on the side of that. As we're getting close to going green flag racing. I'm just glad Jason Corn could make it. He was looking like he wasn't going to be able to get home in time from work and make it, but did indeed. Got a heat race 1 win for his trials and troubles. As we have some bots in the chat, folks, we sincerely apologize for that. Get rid of them, put them in timeout. All right, pace truck is going to pull off this time by. It's all Anthony Carf in the 90 car out front. As Green is out in the air. Looks like Tom did not get a great start on the outside line right there. It's going to bottle everybody up in P2 and P3. As got a little bit of carnage, but everybody keeps going straight. No caution on the speedway. It's hard to keep up with everything right here. A lot of action going on, folks. As they're all bottling up. Tom going for a wild ride. They are trying to wreck. As we're going to put it out for them right there on that one. Caution out on the speedway. Man, oh man, that all started with Tom Freitas, really. Getting shoved up to the outside wall. See if we can keep our eyes peeled up for the 32 car here. Didn't get a good start up front. And then right there, one hit to the wall. 15 car, nowhere to go. And then ultimately just carnage for everybody else. See if we can go back and catch a glimpse of that really quick one more time. Watch the 06 of Chummy Miller back there. Cars going everywhere, nowhere for Chummy to go, and Chummy just gets in there a little hot. Not seeing that everybody's checking up. That's going to allow a lot of people to gain some spots and a few people to lose some spots. Like there may be some confusion on with the pace car. As we're going to see if we can pull up Mr. Freitas. Tom Freitas, I know you're probably having some issues with the pace car. It looks like it's sorted out now. Talk me through what just happened.
I have no clue. It all happened so quick, honestly.
You get airborne.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah,
all
you
right.
got
Yeah,
airborne.
I was just, it was interesting. Just there was a little checkup in front of me. And with these cars, if you don't check up quick enough, if you get run over, it picks the rear end up off the ground. And so we had a little bit of that going on. But, yeah, it's an interesting start so far, but we'll be all right.
Anything broke on the car?
Car feels fine. Guys in Discord said the car looks all right, so we're gonna wing it.
All right, well, Cedar, buddy, good luck.
10-4, thank you.
All right, folks, green flag back out in the air. It's still all Ice Cream Man out front. Got the 82 of Beck, though, right there on his back bumper. As they're 3 wide right there for P2 on back. Or P3 on back, excuse me. There's action all over the track right now. Trying to get a wide enough shot where we can see it all. And oh, Ice Cream Man, battle for the race lead. Ice Cream Man gets put in a bad spot. The 90 car going backwards, went from hero to zero in a blink of an eye. And they're still stacking up all over the track. As that's how fast it happens right there. New race leader out front, Elton Beck in the 82. Got a little bit of real estate behind him right now too. A little bit of room to be comfortable. Brandon Butler right here trying to rip that high side. Get up there right past the cushion. Look at the run the 15 has on the high side. Got to the wall a little bit. Still getting into the wall. And Butler goes around. Caution on the speedway. And they're just all piling in still. A wild ride right there for Metler. Trying to get the car off that retaining wall right there. Then just loops it around while he's trying to get it off the wall. He just can't get the car to rotate. Got so much will into it. Finally gets it turned around and then boom. You're kind of sitting there if you're Metler. You're hoping he don't get hit. And ultimately he got hit. Wow, man. What a change of events right there. That was pretty wicked to say the least. Bam Racing Videos very own Brandon Metler. You were live in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
So, Metler, you didn't get to practice too much. And running up front right there, you were running P3. Got into the wall, and man, oh man, it was like the kiss of death. It would not let you go. Talk me through what happened right there.
I'm not really sure. I tried going on the outside, and I think my right rear caught into the wall, and I got stuck. I feel like I couldn't, like you said, couldn't get off of it. It was really weird. And by the time I did, it just got me turned around. Everybody got stacked up. So we'll try to figure it out here and try to keep it clean.
Looks like you did lose a lap right there, right?
About to find out. I think so.
Well, good luck to you in the number 15. Maybe we can get you back on the lead lap here.
Maybe. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, buddy. Brandon Mettler right there in the number 15 car was running up front. Kind of got suction cup to the wall. Mama, there's that bad man sitting back there in the 5th place spot. Samuel Baumgartner and Chris Carroll. Both of them have worked their way up to the front already. Sitting in row 2 and 3. Excuse me, I almost had a hiccup right there. That wasn't very, very professional. Guys, look at the battling going on all around the track. They are beating and banging, but they are keeping it somewhat clean. I know that's an oxymoron to say they're beating and banging but keeping it clean, but they are. 91 of Samuel Baumgartner trying to look to the inside of Chris Carroll, but Carroll's gripping it right up there next to that cushion. The track's already starting to get slick though. Up there near in that top group, track is getting a little bit slicker. As we look on back here to the back, they're all piling into each other. 6 cars around. We're going to put it out one more time for them. Caution's out. They probably could have kept that one going. As it looks like Chummy Miller ended up on his rooftop right there. And oh, something happened to Chris Carroll. Him and Sam get into it after the yellow came out. Slid up in front of Sam and oh, and Jason Korn gets a bite of it too. See if we can talk to one half of that party right there. That was a party for 2. Samuel Baumgartner, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Tanner.
I'm just going to ask you out your windshield, what the hell happened there?
Between me and Carol?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm 100% sure I had him cleared coming off the corner, and he said he couldn't lift in time or check up in time. I don't know, man. I really have no idea.
What's the car feeling like for you right now?
She's a little hurt, but she's gonna survive, I think.
Didn't P3 got $40 on the line, Sam? What are we going to do? What will you do to win $40 here tonight?
Not wreck, hopefully.
Well, you've done that once already, so let's try to not do it anymore, okay? Be a good boy. Santa's watching.
You got it.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Thanks, Tanner.
All right, lights are off on that beautiful pace truck. It's Steven Culbertson out front. He did get around Elton Beck for the race lead. As leaders are off. I've noticed that outside lane does not get a good launch at all on these restarts. That really allows the second row, the guy on the inside, to take advantage of that. And that's what Sam's trying to do right now, trying to drive it off in there, throw a slider up. He does not slide up. And it almost gets him clear right there. It's going to take a slider from the 91 to be able to get clear because they are ripping that high side. They're coming fast up there. As Sam's sliding up the track this time, going to slide right up in front of the 82. 82 was cognizant of it, realized what was happening, but he may lose a spot here to Jason Korn in the 39. This is a good battle for P2, 3, and 4. Then Larry Bell, shout out to Belski back here in the 5th place spot right now, holding it down. He's not a dirt guy either by any means, just bought the car and the track right before practice went up. So he's still trying to shake out, get a feel for these cars. Looks like Zimmerman may have went for a wild ride right there. As we go back up front, it's still all number 10 out front, Side Bite Motorsports. I know Scott Smith wished he was out here in the number 53. Right now, though, he is sitting in Gateway, watching the Gateway Nationals. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. I know he is watching, rooting for his Side Bite Motorsports teammates right here. Got Side Bite sitting in P1 and Side Bite sitting in P3. So Side Bite is coming out and showing out. Brandon Mettler proving he has great speed right now. He just needs a timely caution to get back on the lead lap. I think as it stands right now, he is the car in the lucky dog spot. And boy, oh boy, look at that track. That track is really slicking up. see how much darker it's getting in areas where these drivers are really ripping it around the track. Let's keep it clean to go right now. 20 laps to go. As leader has a slew of lap traffic out in front of him. He's got to mitigate this lap traffic as best he can, but he cannot take a lot of time doing it. Samuel Baumgartner in 91 is right. Oh, leader gets involved in an accident. Leader involved. We may have been a little quick on that trigger. We was in the cockpit cam right then. I thought that was going to be a bigger wreck than what it was. No harm, no foul in that though, because leader was involved. Just trying to make it past the lap traffic right here. You see 32 just gets a little sideways and nowhere for the 10 car to go. 10 car does a great job right there of mitigating the damage that he could have got. Because yes, he did get some damage to the front nose, but he kept P3 right then. Not a whole lot of straight sheet metal out here though, it looks like. A lot of cars beating and banged on. That caution right there should allow the 15 of Mettler to take his lucky dog, and it does. So the 15 car back on the lead lap. And folks, I want to tell y'all something. This Saturday night, Crooked Line Racing, I am putting on a Toys for Tots charity event. We're doing Xfinity cars at Talladega. We already have over $600 raised for Toys for Tots. We will be live Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, or 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Dan will be up here calling the accidents. They are already going back, green flag racing, as leaders are off. And oh, we got some little stack ups going on. Chris Carroll, something happened to the 8 car right there. Not able to get to the loud pedal. Not exactly sure what happened right there. We have almost completely lost our voice. And Jason Korn in the 39, he won heat race number 1, so he proved he has great speed. Trying to go back to back to back. He won the feature event last week, came out here tonight, won heat race number 1, and now he's battling with the likes of Samuel Baumgartner. These two right now are sitting 1-2 in the points as well. So huge implications regarding this battle right here. And also, don't even forget the points and all that, the bragging rights. $40 on the line right now. Samuel Baumgartner, he's made it known. We put on these Crooked Line Racing money events quite often. Sam has never won one. He's never been fortunate enough to get that race win. Will tonight be his night in the number 91. As there are now 10 laps to go, everybody's looking pretty straight right now. Brandon Mettler trying to make himself up through the field. Remember, he was a lucky dog. That forces him to start behind everybody. This battle up front, it's getting hot and heavy. Korn may pull a slider right here. Jason Korn got the momentum on the low side, but Sam's going to battle back on the high side right there. As Underground Racing Network's own says, get up there, Dustin. Oh, Dustin Lamb's had him a good night thus far. Started up front, got into a little bit of carnage in the number 10. Not able to rally back just yet. We got to go back up front here. Leaders have switched spots. Sam's down low, Korn's up high. 7 laps to go. Look at the momentum the 39 has, ripping that high side. Sam might regret going to the low side, giving Korn the high side, but right there, advantage goes to the 91. Just got to be smooth here. Going to be 5 laps to go, and they cross the stripe this time by. As this is some very, very good, intense racing up here at the front. They're swapping back and forth, down low, up high, down low, up high. At that time, Sam to the bottom, Korn up high. Korn's going to have the momentum as they come on the front stretch here. 4 laps to go. Man, oh man, this is some close racing, but these drivers have kept it clean thus far. Oh, Sam parks it right on the 39's nose. Crossover attempt, 39 out front. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 to go at the stripe. Can they continue at this pace? 39 is going to have the momentum up high. As we have got 2 laps to go and they cross the stripe. It looks like it's all Corn out front now. I don't know if Sam has the time to get there to him. Jason Corn sitting pretty out front in the 39, going to try to go back to back. White flag going to be out in the air this time by Barney Fife Jr. waving the white flag. Samuel Baumgartner's money woes in these races continue. Led a huge chunk of tonight's race. He's going to settle for being a bridesmaid unless he throws a huge slider right here. Oh, Tom's going to block the slider right there, door to door. Jason Corn brought it home with the race win here tonight as Corn goes back to back. And man, oh man, folks, I'll tell you, I've lost my voice. My voice is totally gone. Man, oh man, stick around. We'll have a word with the race winners. Race winner, Jason Corn. Then we'll talk to Sam and our P3 finisher, Stephen Culberson, here momentarily. Hang on with us. We'll be right back in a moment. Races continue. Led a huge chunk of tonight's race. He's going to settle for being the bridesmaid unless he throws a huge slider right here. Oh, Tom's going to block the slider right there, door to door. Jason Corn brought it home with the race win here tonight. As Corn goes back to back. And man, oh man, folks, I'll tell you, I've lost my voice. My voice is totally gone. Man, oh man, stick around. We'll have a word with the race winner. Race winner, Jason Corn. Then we'll talk to Sam and our P3 finisher, Stephen Culberson, here momentarily. Hang on with us. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back. And it's settled to be the bridesmaid once again with Samuel Baumgartner and the number 91. See if we can pull up Mr. P3 here, though. Mr. Culberson brought it home, P3. And kind of a quiet type of night. Did not hear a whole lot out of him. He kept the car somewhat clean. Then got that front end damage, and I think that kind of sealed the deal. Oh, Steven in a 10 car, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Steve, man, you got up front, you led some laps, got involved in a little bit of an incident out of your control, lost the front clip on the car, caught me through the night. What more did you need to get up there and battle with Corn and Baumgarten?
A nose would have been great. That
Right.
seems about the only thing that I was missing. Just coming through lap traffic, chips didn't fall my way. Nothing you can do about it.
I saw it looked like Tom got too sideways in the slick and nowhere for the old 10 car to go. 10 car was rocking tonight though, Steve, and boys put on a show. I lost my voice and it's starting to come back now, but you boys put on one heck of a show, so kudos for that.
Good deal. We're always glad to hear that. That's why we're doing this.
But your side bike motorsports teammate Jason Corn brought it home P1. Who we got thanks for the 10 car here though?
Oh, the Tinka. I mean, really, it's Side Bite. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at without Side Bite. They've been with me since the very start of my iRacing career, and they have stayed with me through to my real life race car, and they're just some great guys. Can't thank them enough.
Right on, buddy. Well, congratulations. Another podium finish for you here tonight. I know that win's coming. It's coming. I know it. Congratulations on the P3. We'll get you back down there and celebrate with your team, buddy.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Absolutely. You too, buddy. All right, folks. Let's see if we can pull up. I'm just going to call him the bridesmaid right now. He can get there. He just can't seal the deal right now. It's just the money race woes continue for the old 91. Samuel Baumgartner, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, rumor has it I'll never win a money race at this point.
I mean, you get up there, you lead some laps, and man, oh man, Corn was a man on rails. Y'all were spectacular racing. I've lost my voice. Go back and watch the broadcast. I legit lost my voice. Y'all put on a show, going from the high side, low side. There was a moment with about 3 laps to go, you went bottom, and I got scared for you. I was thinking he may have gave it up, but you battled back. But then it all came down to just basically who had the high side on the last lap. Caught me through that battling
Well,
though.
Cedar Lake's a really interesting track, right? So the bottom can work sometimes, but not consistently as the top can, right? So when I saw Jason was coming, he was running the bottom a couple of times. So I moved down there to try and block him. Then he started going up to the top. I mean, it's just normal dirt racing. Those last couple of laps, I saw him coming. I knew he was coming. He's really quick on dirt. Raced me clean the whole time. I feel bad for getting into him, so I'll apologize on broadcast again earlier in the race. But yeah, I mean, he just raced me clean and he got it fair and square. These money races, man, it just never fails.
Right on, brother. I mean, heck of a show. Man, I had to after the race I had to step away and turn the grid music on a little bit. It was up a little bit too loud, but I had to decompress because y'all put on by far one of the best dirt races I've ever seen. And I'm privileged I got to call it because y'all put on one heck of a show. So thank you for that. P2, I know you wanted to win, but you know you can't have it all. But P2 still very, very, very good night, especially for the points. But we got to thank for the 91 here tonight.
We got to thank True Sin Productions. As always, it's on the car. Mullet Music Productions, CJR Graphics, SavageEdge.com. Go check out Savage Edge. Get yourself a t-shirt. Get yourself a True Sin Productions t-shirt. And thank you for putting on this Dirt League. Give us dirt guys somewhere to race. Greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, boss. That was Mr. Baumgartner sitting second on the podium. One spot short from finishing inside the big money. And now, this man, last time he was here, we were talking to him. He won $50. He didn't take it. He said put it towards Keith Mack. And this time, he won $40. That's $90 in 2 weeks. I think he might be somebody I got to claim on my taxes. Nonetheless, Jason Korn ripping the low side, moved up high in spectacular fashion. I lost my voice middle way through the race. You are putting on one hell of a show, Korn. Live in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
You just sound like it's another day in the office. Just another day in the office, man. Y'all were duking it out, slider after slider, crossover. Talk me through those last 10 laps, buddy.
Yeah, it was probably one of the funnest races of the season so far. It was, our teammate Scott Smith. This is his favorite track. It's his home track. He actually used to race here, and goes there weekly. So so Steven Culbertson and I were trying to win it for him, and unfortunately Steven got caught by a lap car. But man, it was a blast. Sam is such a good driver on the dirt, and he was extremely hard to get around, and he was running such a good line. I didn't think I was going to do it, but we just tried to be patient until we couldn't any longer, and it all worked out.
I mean, it worked out in spectacular fashion. The way y'all was racing door to door. I said this 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna say it probably every week. The way you dirt guys can mitigate through traffic, racing each other, and keep it somewhat clean. There's gonna be some bumps and bruises way, but once you look inside our top 5 here, y'all put on some impressive racing. And man, I'm glad to be the fan just calling it, because if I was out there with you, I'd be stressing my hair out, be pulling it out. So congratulations, Corn. Back-to-back race wins. I feel bad for Scott Smith. I actually told him I was going to postpone this week and forgot all about it because of the holidays and everything. So I feel terrible for that, but at least Sidebite did get the race win. $40 richer. So congratulations for that, Corn. Who we got to thank for the number 39 car here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates again. It's him, Scott Smith, Stephen Culbertson, and then our teammate Josh. That unfortunately he works tonight, so he's not able to race with us. And those guys, we just push each other. We have a great time hanging out, and just push each other to get better. And also want to thank Crooked Line for putting this on, and True Sin Productions. You guys do a great job in the booth. And I think that's it.
Well, we appreciate the kind words. Jason, as always, and Next week's Lernerville, if I had to put some money down on somebody, I think I'm going to put it down on old Jason Korn because going back to back is pretty impressive. Congratulations there, buddy. We'll get you back down to your race team and let's celebrate.
Yeah, appreciate it. Can't wait till next week.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, folks, that will do it for tonight. Let's go through our finishing results really quick. It won't come up on screen because SDK's dumb, but Jason Korn, Bright Home P1, Sam and Stephen Culberson in P2 and 3. Elton Beck, newcomer to the city, Bright Home Ford. Larry Bell with a very impressive top 5 finish. Chris Carroll, Brandon Mettler, Dustin Lamb, Bright Home 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tom Friedis and Chummy Miller round out our top 10. Chris Paul Hamilton 11th. Anthony Karf. Ice Cream Man got out front, but ultimately got into a little bit of trouble. He brought it home in 12th. Brian Zimmerman, USAFirearms.com in 13th. Jacob Lambs in 14th. And Garrett Crow never took a lap in the feature. Folks, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry for losing my voice. Sorry for the grid music being so loud. It was a wild one. Remember, we will be back live on Saturday night. Samuel Baumgartner and Chris Legou. I'm pretty sure we'll be calling the action for the Holiday Showdown Toys for Tots charity event. If you would like to donate anything for Toys for Tots, shoot us a message at Crooked Line Racing on Facebook. But until Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Until then, it's myself, Tanner Marr, in the True Sin Productions booth. Until next time, we'll see you.